obviously, Brian, 4 goals tonight. You're climbing up the list of all-time scorers in Whitecaps history. You're almost at the Mount Rushmore, the top 4. You know, how's it feel to just ingrain yourself into a club's kind of lore?
Yeah, it's special when you get to be associated with, the Ring of Honor kind of names, the guys that have cemented what this club means on and off the field, and it as a personal note, it means a lot, and hopefully it can continue to perform well for this club and keep pushing it up to new levels.
You've gotten the Dominic Mobilio boot twice in your time here. Any chance of you catching him for the all-time record?
It's quite a ways away. It would take a lot of big effort, but just keep trying every game to score and help this team win.
Ryan, it's not every day that a game like this comes along. Jesper was talking about how special these games are when they do happen for you. What was it about today that allowed you to be so dangerous? Because you scored 4, but it could have been 5 or 6 had it not been for the post a couple of times.
Just one of those games where you find a good rhythm. I think the team performed really well. We were able to, we had a lot of good combination plays, a lot of good movement on and off the ball. And I was just fortunate enough to put myself in good positions to have chances and obviously put a couple away.
And yeah, with all the goals, you also had a number of celebrations. Can you maybe talk about some of the celebrations that you thought of, and did you have to think of some on the spot given how many you scored?
No, a couple of kids when we were walking out wanted me to do the gritty. It's not really in my wheelhouse, so I tried my best. Got a couple of texts saying I should never do it again. We had a little chicken dance with Isaac because we had some chicken fingers before game once, and that was our little celebration. And then the fish thing we came up with before the game. Yeah, I think those were all the ones we planned. So yeah, it was fun night.
You had such a dominant performance tonight. What was clicking with you specifically, and how do you carry that forward for St. Louis and Miami?
I think we, as a team, we performed really well. I think there was a lot of good movements, a lot of good interplay, some combination plays in and around the box. We moved the ball well from one side to the other side of the field to create chances. So I think as a team, we performed really well tonight in terms of creating chances and moving the ball. So hopefully we continue to perform in that way going into next weekend, beyond.
Brian, what does it say about the character of your team that you just come back from Mexico in all the altitude and put up a performance like this today?
It means I think it says a lot about the kind of group that we have, that we're able to, recover, prepare with the amount of games that we've had, the amount of travel that we've had, that we were still able to put in a performance like that. And obviously, guys were really tired by the end of the game, and I think we're going to enjoy the next 2 days off. So, but I think we have a really good group. Guys are really enjoying being a part of this group, and I think you can see that on the field.
And what's it like been playing with Emmanuel Sabe, who got the other goal today?
Yeah, he's been great. It's great to have him back in the team. Obviously, injury at the beginning of the year, but you can see the dynamicism he brings, the danger that he has going forward. So, yeah, hopefully we can just continue to grow as a team, continue to understand each other's movements, and score a lot more goals and win more games.
Brian, you scored a lot of goals in your career. Where does this afternoon rank for you? 4 goals.
It's probably the number one. I think 4 is the most I've ever scored in a game. So I guess in terms of that, it's probably number 1. But it's gonna be tough to beat the game down in Pumas for sure. I'll be honest.
You could have had 5 though. There was a penalty, and Daniel Rios took the penalty. How did the team determine who was going to take that?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where Daniel wanted it. It's important that everyone has, it's especially going forward, that we have guys that are scoring goals, that feel that confidence, that feel that belief, and still have the full belief that Daniel can score those PKs if it comes to it. So, we gave him, he had the chance to score, and unfortunately he wasn't able to convert, but, hopefully, next chance he gets, he puts in the back of the net, and we have full belief that he can do that.
How much could this game be something that kind of gets you rolling, where you're on a streak, where you have a lot of games where you're scoring and carrying the team? Because you have St. Louis next, and you score a lot of goals against St. Louis.
You take it one game at a time. It's nice to have a week off to prepare for St. Louis. We know the way that they want to play is a little bit different than a lot of teams, the way they want to high press, so it's obviously going to be a challenge down away at their stadium with the kind of fans that they have. But, yeah, we're going to put in a full week of preparation and do what we can away from home.
Brian, what do you feel it once you get on a roll out there? Does it feel different than it does other nights?
Yeah, I think when you score 4, you kind of feel a little bit of a flow, a little bit like every shot's gonna go in, so you try to take more and more shots. Yeah, but like as a group, we were playing really well, and we're really dangerous against a team that's been really good defensively this year.
That's what's going to have this team. I think they came in here having only allowed 3 goals all season. How do you explain 5 goals against them in one night?
I think as a team, we showed how dangerous we can be going forward. The kind of dynamic players that we have starting the game, the kind of dynamic players we can bring into the game, the style of play that we play can create a lot of chances, and I think we showed how good of a team we can be tonight.
Okay, any more questions? No? Okay, thanks,
Thank
Brian.
you.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Congratulations.
Thank